and welcome. My name is Jangazi and this is another Cup of Conversation here on BRT2 TV. In the studio this week, I don't know if you can tell, I normally wear a shirt or a t-shirt with a collar at least to be a bit more formal for my guests, but for a long time I haven't worn this t-shirt because I saved it for this special occasion. Today on the programme we're going to be talking about Halloween and a very special happening in the Guinea area in Çatalköy for a very, very important cause. So sit back and relax, enjoy the programme, get the coffee and tea ready, and maybe get the costumes out of the back of the cupboard, and get ready for Halloween here. With only a few days left, just over a week left before the big event, let's find out what's going on here in North Cyprus. My guests on the programme are two lovely ladies. I have Demetra George Mustafaoğlu and Sualp. First of all, ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure to have you here. You have lovely smiling faces, light up the studio in Lefkoşa. As always, you are looking wonderful, beautiful, but I'm sure throughout the programme we'll be seeing a few changes in the costume.
Promise.
Because of course we have the Halloween happening in number 3. Now, Demetra, as this is your baby, let's tell our listeners about this. You are obviously, from your accent we know, American. From America, and Halloween is big in America, isn't it?
It is. It actually is. Actually, while we have been out running errands, we've seen Halloween madness here. I can't believe it. I saw Jumbo for the first time in my life in the South. Edja took me. People were crazed, trying on costumes. And then we went to Mr. Pound and the same thing. And you can hear the hubbub and the stirring. And try this, and with this hat, look at this wig. I've never seen that except Los Angeles.
Let's go back to America now, because, you know, here in North Cyprus, Halloween is only picking up now, even though you've seen lots of different shops selling little costumes that the kids and adults can wear. Really, Halloween hasn't been a big thing, being, you know, predominantly an Islamic country in the north of the island. You know, we don't really always observe all the international days that are observed around the world, but Halloween, thanks to some of the schools and the influx of international people living here now, we are seeing more people enjoying Halloween.
Well, it actually started as All Hallows Eve, where people would, you know, go and pray for their deceased relatives. And I'm not sure how it evolved. However, I'm really glad that it did, because actually it's the one day of the year that everyone can dress up and have a little fun. It's a chance to be a child again.
So, I mean, you don't have to believe or understand the background of Halloween to enjoy Halloween. And I know lots of schools, especially the private schools here, they now enjoy special parties for the kids at schools. And I know that there are other parties around the island, including a Halloween happening number 3, taking place either on the day or near the day, because we know that this year, Halloween, which is the 31st of October, the last day of the month, is actually on a Monday, which is probably a bit of a difficult day to go and have a party when there's, you know, school and work the next day. So I know some people are celebrating from the Friday before, the Saturday, Sunday.
Yes, and actually we're quite lucky. We're doing it on Saturday for the children so they can come, parents can get them to bed on time. However, it is, you know, a weekday originally, and other parties will happen on that day at clubs and restaurants with, you know, some costume contests, etc. But we have included everything for an entire family, young adults and seniors, to be able to enjoy the evening. We have pony rides, petting zoo. Actually, I'm going to let Edja tell about the children's corner, because it's magnificent, something that is here and I didn't know existed.
Okay, we're going to talk about that in a bit, but first I want to say, Edja, thank you for coming into the programme today.
Thank you for having us,
And
John.
for those who don't know, the last time Demetra was on my programme a few months ago, she brought in a lovely young singer. Her name is Perry, and Perry is your daughter.
Yes.
And Perry is like the prodigy of Demetra's. We spoke about how Perry will be performing at a forthcoming event that was held again for charity, and she'll be going to represent Turkey in a special event next year. UNESCO kindly invited Demetra to help to train the youngsters in Turkey to go to an international event. And Perry is a lovely singer. If you missed that program, it's a shame on you, but hopefully you'll be able to listen to Perry at the Halloween happening. Edja, thank you for allowing Perry to come on the program. She was a joy to have. You must be very proud of her.
Yes, I am.
She's
very much
a lovely young lady.
And she was very happy to be here with you.
She is a beautiful singer.
Thank you very much.
Great, confident.
Thanks to Demetra, George.
Yeah, thanks to Demetra. She's brought out the best in her. But she is a very confident, very, very talented young lady. And I send my love to her now. When you go back home, can you say hello to Perry for me?
Definitely, I'll pass that.
Edja, I know that you are involved with what Demetra does.
Yes.
I know that you are supporting the Halloween happening.
Yes,
and
we
you are
do.
behind the calls. We're talking about the calls a bit later on because it's very important. It's not just for fun. We're doing it for a special charity. But what's your involvement? I mean, how did you and Demetra meet in the first place? Was it because of Perry?
Actually, we started because of Perry, but then we realized that we have a click of mind. So whatever we thought, we think, kind of were parallel. So okay, we started working together in a way. But this Halloween thing, first of all, it's a teamwork. It cannot be with other members of our team. So everybody has a little bit of job, and everybody has their own duties, and we carry on from that. And this year will be huge. Last year it was about 200 people attended to our party, and it was our friends. And this year, now friends are coming. It's getting extended this year. I wonder what will happen next year. 1,000? I don't know.
We'll have to have a new location.
Probably stadium, maybe.
Yeah.
So, but this year we're more planned, and we decided to have the kids started at 5 o'clock, so that until 7 o'clock it's basically will be more be oriented on the kids.
Yes.
And then from 7-ish to 9-ish will be both for adults and kids. We are going to have a concert, a karaoke, and dance show, a little bit so from everything that involves both kids and adults. And after 9 will be more adults, I suppose. So if those who came with their little kids can leave, and or they can send their kids back home and
carry on with the
come back
evening.
come back for the crazy party anyway. And for the kids, we have extra special things this year. Petting zoo, as Demetra said. We're going to have a pony ride, and little rabbits and little goats, and karaoke for the kids. Plus, we are going to have a huge animation. I don't know how to put it. There's a special lady coming. Svetlana, yes,
And
but
her
I'm trying
group.
to, Arlecchino, yes,
Arlecchino,
that's
right.
the name of the company. And she goes and has these parties for kids. And she
Theme
has,
parties.
Yes, theme parties. So she's bringing all her themes and set up in the yard.
On our tennis court, which will be enclosed and has lights, so the children are in one place.
Yeah.
Right. If we haven't already established the fact that Demetra's opening up her house for the second time, this is actually Villa Diva in Trafalgar, where the Halloween happening will take place. So she says that, maybe at a different location, but, her house is massive, and she's kindly opened up the house to the public, to her friends and family. So thank you very much once again.
You're welcome. I mean, the outside is extremely massive. You could land 2 helicopters in the front drive and 2 or 3 in the back. But a blessing, because everything will be outside. And I just want to remind people to dress warmly, because when the sun goes down, it will be a little chilly.
Yes, it will. It is chilly in the evenings at the moment. So we've got lots of great entertainment for the kids and for the adults. We'll talk more about the event again in a while. But I want to go back to your childhood, Demetra, because you're so enthusiastic about children, music, theatre, entertainment. When you were a child, was Halloween a big thing for you? Can you remember trick-or-treating or getting dressed up?
Of course. Amazing. And now my children are hooked on it, and they're 28 and 30, and they love it. So even when we're not there, they have a Halloween party, pumpkin carving. I mean, it's really nice to be in the suburbs, because when children ring the doorbell, you can give candy. I never gave candy because I didn't want to ruin my children's teeth. So some years I gave a quarter and threw it in there. I mean, this was like 20 years ago. But then when we moved to Beverly Hills, we started giving juice packs and water bottles. And in Los Angeles, Halloween is still at a time of year when it's warm outside. Let me we gave 500 bottles away. And people would say, oh, we have to go to the Mustafaoğlu's because they have something to drink. Everybody else gave candy.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful thing to do. Plus, we're not giving tons of candy. We're giving presents to the children, prizes, necklaces that shine in the dark, little pumpkin, jingle bells, a lot of fun. And
This year we're going to give,
Yeah.
the kids will have goodie bags.
yes,
With the
goodie
a little
bags,
bit
yeah. So I
toys and a
brought
little
from
bit-
the States, and this weekend we're all getting together. We have 15 ladies and a couple of men, and we're stuffing bags and preparing for the big night.
It's going to be an amazing event. I want to ask you, I mean, over the years, this is your third time. I remember the first time when we were at the Better Price Abbey and you had a mini concert and you had the kids involved. That was different. That was, you know, something that you were involved with. But now you're organising. Have you seen an increase in the number of people interested in the event? People now are catching on, you know, we are now understanding what Demetra is all about and we're looking forward to the Halloween happening.
Well, I love singing. It's wonderful to be able to lift spirits, but to put on a production is so much fun because you're giving 200% to your community. And I really enjoy it, but after being ill last year, it's a little harder this year, so I'm blessed. I have so many wonderful people, and Edja has been
Thank you.
attached at the hip with me, and I couldn't do it without her and all the team. We have a magnificent team. I bought everyone a t-shirt that says, don't be the same, be better. And so that's sort of our theme. We have to be better than we were. And our new charity is a group called A Clean Cypress. And so this is about the future. This is about not poisoning the soil that we live in, not dirtying the scenery that brings our tourists and lets us love this land so much, not ruining the water, the fish, not raising the cancer rates in this country. It's higher than the South. So, I mean, it's wonderful to give to the charities, but this is going to the heart of the problem,
Okay.
right to the root.
Let's go back to the beginning now of this, the charity side, the serious side of Halloween happening, because, okay, we all like to have a bit of fun and dress up and have a party, an excuse to socialise here in North Cyprus, but there is a serious theme to a Halloween Happening 3, and as you mentioned, it's about the environment and the clean environment here in North Cyprus. So tell us a bit about, I mean, how did this idea come for you? I mean, you could have chosen cancer or children or animals,
Actually,
which I know are close to your heart as well.
Right, and the first 2 years we did children. We did the Çocuk Yuvası and we did the children,
Engelliler.
yes, the handicapped children.
Yes.
And they were wonderful. We did great things. We made so many new friends. However, after I had breast cancer, I started thinking, what can we do? And I was diagnosed here at Near East Hospital, and I started thinking, how did this happen to me? There's no cancer in my family. And then I started thinking, gosh, I'm eating everything here, which I love, and I never say no to any of this great food, but there is a problem here, and it's been documented by a scientist, a Turkish Cypriot scientist who lives in London, and we need to pay attention because no one's paying attention to the bottom line.
Yeah. Which is that we could be affected by pollution
Everything. Yes,
and the
exactly.
environment.
I mean, there are pictures on the internet of fish eating these pochettes, these bags in the ocean. Then we cut them open and we eat them. They find little particles. This is going to kill us because those are chemicals, and they're chemicals made from petroleum. Would you drink a gallon of gasoline? No. And you wouldn't give it to your child. So it's really important. And there, John, there are tons of groups, right? We've talked about this, who
Yes.
go pick up bottles. That's not going to fix it. It's just not. You go in the ocean, you walk out. My children came and visited from America. They went to Escape Beach and they came out with plastic pieces all over their arms. And they went, Mom, what is this? And I said, oh, this is terrible and
Everywhere we
embarrassing.
go in the island
Yes.
is, yeah.
I mean, even we went to the beach at Kratos and people were throwing bags out of the water. There's just not enough awareness of what it does to us. Oh, they go, okay, so you threw a candy wrapper. Oh, you threw a bottle. The trash on this island is the #1 complaint of tourists. We
For
can't.
everyone. It's
Oh,
getting
yeah,
worse and
everyone,
worse
yes.
every day.
And it
Yeah.
didn't used to be that way when I was here during the war in '74 on my honeymoon. It was beautiful. People swept their porches every day. They picked up their trash. So now at this point, we have to ask for legislation to have this happen. We have to ask for a law to be passed that you have to buy a bag whatever, I don't know, maybe really kick it up 10 tele to buy a plastic rather than these wonderful
Yes.
things that Shaw is producing and selling for 3 tele at the store. And we're going to manufacture smaller bags to put in automobiles so you don't have an excuse to throw
Yeah.
your trash out the window.
Right.
Put something in
and
their car
distribute.
so they can
Yes.
just drop it in.
Yes.
Instead of
A good idea, yes. Instead of throwing your rubbish out of the car while
Absolutely.
you're driving, which is
And we're-
dangerous anyway, as well as polluting the environment.
True, and we're going to ask that the government raise the fees for trash fines. They're 8 tele. Come on, that's a hamburger or a cup of coffee somewhere. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And we're going to interface with the government to get these things done instead of picking up bottles once a year. We're going to ask people to to purchase a section of freeway and keep it clean every year.
these are the
Okay.
plans.
Interesting idea, very interesting idea. So how does it work then for the Halloween happening? I mean, you will raise money from entrance and on the night. So how will the money be used?
To produce the bags,
These bags.
to do some infomercials. We're going to have some education classes at Shaw Market on the weekends so the children can learn. And we're going to have a poster contest. We're going to have monetary prizes for the best posters and the best plans for cleaning and keeping the island clean. It's the way to get everyone involved.
Excellent. I'm sure that you are getting good response from the public, and I hope that the officials in the government actually listen to what you're saying. There should be, I mean, what we're saying is now, instead of going to the supermarket and then getting plastic bags at the end, go with your own, very, very eco-friendly bag, and, put your shopping in here, and go home and then you reuse it again.
And actually, they're stronger than the plastic. I'm
Yes.
always breaking the handles on the plastic
Yes.
bags. And I have 3 of these in my car, and we're going to be giving some of these as prizes that night, but we have fabulous things we're bringing in. Hotel stays, dinners at fabulous restaurants. I don't want to give it away, but some wonderful things. And actually, what we're hoping to do is for the big prizes for cleaning the environment is maybe we're going to hope to get 2 tickets from THY to send the winners somewhere. I mean, really serious. It seems that shaming people here doesn't work. Clean this place. Look at this horrible thing. I saw pictures at the new dam at Geçitkale.
Geçitköy.
Geçitköy. Horrible trash everywhere. I was there when it opened. It's beautiful. It was beautiful. Now it's full of trash. How embarrassing for guests here. We just can't have it. And if you don't find someone, it'll never happen. It won't change.
But what do you think is the problem here? I mean, let me ask, actually, let me go back to you, Ece, because, you have a young daughter. She's at a local school here. Is she aware of the environment?
Very much.
Okay, you're a mother who's very
Very
intelligent
much.
and
You
aware.
cannot
but
imagine.
Are the kids, do you think that we should teach the kids about,
Definitely.
caring for the environment? If you're having something to eat, throw your rubbish in the bin, don't leave it
Yes.
on the floor,
Share the
on the
story
table.
of the other day. She went after the children who were throwing trash at school.
Perry did? I wasn't there.
She told me this story. The kids were throwing trash on the ESK grounds, and she told them, "Don't do that, please pick it up." And they said, "So what? You pick it up." I couldn't believe it. And Perry came out very upset. That's the day we rode together. And she said, "No one cares." They have to care, but they have to be educated about it. So we have all these beautiful things in this country with our scenery, our gorgeous landscapes, the animals. Okay, we have the famous donkeys here. We have the caretta turtles.
Yes.
The
Caretta.
mouflon.
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 Caretta.
I mean, we're going to kill them. They won't be anything left. If you drive from the back road to the airport from Çatalköy, you can see a field of plastic. And I went, well, I wonder what that's growing. It's all plastic. And it's been tilled. So it will be in the soil and it will break down. And what we learned from scientists is that those bags that are biodegradable have more chemicals in them than the other plastic bags. So either way, we're poisoning ourselves.
So it's no good thinking that, I've got biodegradable bags. They're no good either.
No.
Forget plastic. Get rid of plastic.
No, kumash is still the best.
Yes, kumash.
Yes.
Very, very good.
Yes.
So, Ece, are you, trying to make sure that Perry knows about keeping the environment clean?
But John, we started very early ages,
Yeah.
very early ages. So she's well aware of the nature and the animals, that she is more of a fighter than me. She's a real environmentalist, she is, and she warns her friends and etc. And she believes that the world doesn't only belong to humans, and it also belongs to the animals and the plants. So you cannot imagine how she talks, and she's unbelievable. And there are many kids I know, like Perry, but this is the outcome is from the families.
Yes.
If the families are well aware of what's going on, the environmental, and to protect, to recycle, to teach these things, the kids are like that. But there are some kids that I see around us, among us, that I had to warn some other people's kids. We shouldn't be doing that.
We did a boat ride one day from the Girne Harbor, and when we came back, there were some people from Turkey who had rented a car,
very young people.
parked, and they had
Students,
thrown
probably.
they had thrown trash right out of the car. And God bless you, and Figen, you talked to them, you said, look, this is our country, we want to keep it clean. Please pick your trash up, take it with you and put it somewhere. First of all, there are no bins for them to put trash in.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one of the problems. Second, the Belediye's have told us there aren't enough people to pick up the trash, not enough trucks, not enough time. That has to be remedied.
Yes.
Okay, and then as soon as we drove off, they threw the trash out again. So it is a huge problem here.
But you are starting at the right place. I think, having an event like this, bringing some fun for the children and the adults, but at the same time, a little bit of education. As you said, maybe there'll be a chance to win you'll have competitions later on, post-competitions, which will encourage the children to think, and then maybe, they'll get a prize at the end for being so
Absolutely.
aware of this issue. But, you're doing the right thing, because they always, everything is education, isn't it?
Of course.
You have to educate the kids.
Of course, and so
the
we're
future
building on
generation.
this. There will be a concert November 24th at the Abbey, and it is for the benefit of A Clean Cyprus.
For the same purpose.
And it's going to be magnificent. I'm saying this not just because I'm singing it, but a singer is coming from Turkey to help us raise money to clean the environment. And a dear friend of mine, Demetra, who is an international designer, is coming to judge the costume competition at Halloween Happening 3, but she has brought us this wonderful singer. He is a world-class countertenor who sings all styles of music like I do, and you can't tell if he's singing or I'm singing. It's going to be so much fun, and we promise things they've never seen here with lighting and sets and film, different.
So, and the concert at the Belediye Abbey is what date again?
November 24th. It's a Thursday. It actually
Write it in the
is.
diary now.
It is actually American Thanksgiving, but I'll be so happy to be working and raising money for the cause.
So again, a super date for you,
Yes.
something close to your heart, American
Very.
Thanksgiving.
And it's not going to be only at concert. We cannot say a concert, it'll be a show.
Yes.
Hopefully.
A great
yeah.
show. Well, wherever Demetra is, it's a show. It's not just sitting there and watching a concert. She is so theatrical, so
She
talented.
shines, so she brings the weather with her.
Yes.
Sunny weather,
My
sunny.
parents tell me that, and I didn't know this, actually was a great aunt who said, when you were a child and your father was playing baseball, you used to grab the kids off the field and say, come on, let's go put on a show. I said, really? Yes. And if they wouldn't play, you'd sit on them because I was tall. So I guess the story is true because I continued that over the years, and that's how I started with my students in America, teaching them production, because I would put on 2 concerts a year with 50 students, and from that group, those children went to Broadway, because I put 14 children on Broadway in lead roles, kids exactly like Perry. So it was fantastic that I loved it so much. I wanted to be a school teacher, John, not a singer. So
But now you're teaching singing.
I am. I'm fulfilled that
Yes.
way.
You feel-
Singing, production, yes. And if you don't have one, you can't have the other. Because you can prepare someone for stage, but if they don't have a venue, they can't hone their art. So we're trying to do that here too. And Perry is just magnificent. She was a huge hit at the Sivar concert, which we came in to discuss.
Yes.
And actually, Perry and I are going to sing a Christmas concert at the Presidential Palace in the South on December 7th. And we're really excited about that.
Fantastic. Let's go back now to Halloween Happening number 3 and benefiting a clean Cyprus. Stop me if I'm making a mistake from this, if anything's changed or you want to add anything. But at 5 o'clock, so 5 p.m., we have the kids' costume contest. At 5:30 to 6, kids' dinner. 7, games and show. 8, adult costume contest. Petting zoo, kids and adult karaoke and prizes. 9:30, adult dinner, dancing, drinks and games. Backgammon challenge, palm and cup readings, which is, I think the adults will like that a lot. And you've got, as you said, Demetra, international designer, Arleniko, Ayakino, Cyprus, who'll be performing for the kids.
Yeah.
We've got Demetra, George, Mustafaoğlu, and also, so will Perry be performing that day as well?
Yes.
They're gonna
And
have a
Maestro-
concert.
Maestro will be playing for us, and his student Suna will be playing the piano. And we thought it would be wonderful to keep it, you know, children-oriented. And
Yes.
my friend wouldn't let me get away without singing a few things. So since it's Halloween, I'll be doing some Phantom.
Yes, not without the Phantom.
Of course. Phantom of the Opera. In fact, why don't we take a little break now and
good.
listen to something? Because, you know, if you have Demetra in the studio,
You have
you
to
can't
have.
not
You have to
hear
have
it.
something, right?
You have to have something from Demetra. Don't you agree?
We'll
Edja?
have
Wherever
some
she is,
fun.
I'm sure even if she went out for dinner with somebody, in the middle of the dinner, there have to be some sort of musical interlude.
Yes, it is.
No, that's one
of
martini.
the best parts.
That's a one martini song. No, we've had a lot of fun here, and it's been magnificent to share my gift with the public.
Yeah.
So this concert that will be at the Abbey is like no other because it's going to be a production, and the concert's going to start outside of the Abbey for about 15, 20 minutes.
Ah.
So I won't tell the rest, but then we'll move
Yeah.
indoors, and you will have every style of music. I don't know, we might even sing some country music. I haven't worn this mask before. This belongs to Nevgi, and she gave it to me after last year. But you will definitely have Phantom under lights at the Abbey.
At the Abbey, but also Phantom at the Halloween happening.
Absolutely,
Because, you know, it is Halloween.
special request, I have to. So, just, you know, this, I will probably be singing this and maybe one other. We might even try to do a sing-along at the Halloween happening. Oh, so much fun. And please, friends, bring your special voices and dancing shoes because we are having karaoke and we're giving prizes, okay? John,
Are you judging?
No, actually Desi and Ahmet Bashtash are judging,
I know
and they're
Desi.
sponsors, and they will be giving the prizes. So,
All right, so
nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation, darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Softly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light. And listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dream. Leave all thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar. And you live as you've never lived before. You alone can make my song take flight. Help me make the music of the night.
Excellent.
Thank you.
thank you very much.
We'll
That
have
was
fun with that for
a
sure.
lovely rendition
Thank you.
from Demetra Mustafaoğlu, who is joining us on the program with the lovely Edja Sualp as well. And we're talking about the Halloween Happening 3, which is on the 29th of October, which is Saturday. And obviously, Halloween being a Monday this year, 31st of October, not really a great day to have a party. So Saturday is a great time to go out and about. And if you haven't got your plans for Halloween planned out yet or confirmed yet, then watch this program, continue watching, because, you know, I think this should be a date in your diary now.
Well, and actually, it's such a wonderful deal because the donation is 50 tele for adults, which means dinner, dancing, drinks,
Entertainment,
and children 20 tele. So a
Nothing.
wonderful way
Everything is
to expose your
included in that
children to
money.
a super fun holiday. And after what I've seen in the costume stores and the buzz here, I think Halloween is going to stick forever.
Didn't I? So,
Yeah,
carry
I
on.
have to add something. I'm sorry.
Please.
We don't sell tickets at the gate.
Oh, yes.
Definitely. So they have to contact us before that.
Because of
so we
food
need to
orders.
arrange the food, the drinks, and
Okay,
everything.
we're going
beforehand.
to give out the information about contacting at the end of the interview, so you
Great.
can remember how, remind us at the end how we can contact you,
Okay.
as it is important to get the tickets beforehand. I want to say, Demetra, didn't I read somewhere that maybe it's good to get the kids to recycle something to make a costume as well?
Actually, you did. Very good.
Yeah, I
You're
remember-
reading. We're giving extra points to the costume contestants if they bring a costume that's recycled. Cans, bottles, I've seen it all in the States. Paper, newspaper even.
So who's judging the fancy dress then?
The international artist Demetra from Istanbul.
Yes. So she's coming over for that.
Yes.
And she'll be choosing, you know, the best costume.
Yes, and we're doing 3 prizes in 4 different age groups. You know, the best, the scariest, the funniest.
I think what it is here, because I always see, especially at my son's school, when they have a Halloween party, the kids just get dressed up. It doesn't matter, it has to be scary. I mean, I always see the girls wearing princess outfits, and the guys are wearing either superheroes or pirates or whatever.
It's true.
I mean, the idea is you should be a bit scary, but you know.
No,
we
it's
don't
always,
mind.
the girls are always princesses. That I'm sure that will
Yeah.
never change. That was my first costume too, so it's fine. I mean, my husband's changed his mind 3 times. First it was a cowboy again. Second, I bought him a doctor's coat, and I have a stethoscope I keep in the house.
Yeah.
And yesterday he decided, yes, he's going to be Zorro. So,
Zorro, okay
yes.
then.
So John, you have to come at least in a hat,
In a
something.
hat, at least
or,
in a hat.
Or you may definitely borrow
Thank you.
the Viking horns.
And just say that you can get this at any local store in the TRNC, and Edge's got her
Yes.
witch's hat on.
And is this
My
from
favorite hat.
Is
It's your
this from
favorite
here?
hat.
Is this from here too?
Actually, I bought it from the
Fabulous.
second-hand bazaar, you know, here in Cyprus.
Fabulous.
Yes, it bizarre. Very good.
Fabulous.
So we've got Edgy as a
Wow.
witch. Have you made your costume yet?
It depends what fits. I had planned an Indian, but I'm not sure now. So because I will be on my feet all night, I want to be comfortable. So really, it's the shoe that counts.
Yes.
It will
So you
dictate
have
the costume.
comfortable shoes that you can run around, making sure
Yes.
that all your guests
Yes.
are happy. Last year, you had how many people turn up at the event?
About 200.
About 200. So how many are you expecting this year?
We are
400.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about
Oh my God.
400.
So it's going to be a really big thing. It's good that you've separated the youngsters from the adults. I think that's probably, you know, maybe an issue that some of the younger kids who want to come along, you can't really keep them up all night long. And the parents want to enjoy a drink or two as well.
And
Yeah.
they actually will. Once the adults move to the back, there will be the DJ will be playing all night, and then the games start. I mean, actually, we are going to play games. Musical chairs. I think we're going to try the adults on the hula hoops. What's the thing past the where you
This
unwrap
apple?
the
What is-
package?
Oh, you,
Pass the parcel.
Pass the parcel. That's
Yes.
a new one for me. And then we're going to try to do the apple pass under the neck.
What about
with the
apple bobbing
team.
in the water?
You know, I loved that as a
Right.
child, but now as an adult and a mother, I decided it wasn't that sanitary to be exchanging salya.
Yes, saliva is not a good thing. But yeah. It sounds like a fun party.
It absolutely will be, I can't tell you. And I'm so happy that we have the house and we can use it. We had a little problem the first year with the costumes. The people in charge of the Abbey were a little freaked out about witches' hats and broomsticks going into the Abbey, and they had to park outside. No one has to park anything outside except their automobile.
As I said, I mean, you know, over the years, we are now warming to Halloween. I mean, even in the UK, we do celebrate it, but it's not as big as it is in America. I think America is like the capital of Halloween celebrations, probably. But you know, here
And
in
I
North
think that's
Cyprus-
influenced by Hollywood also, John.
Yes.
I don't think it just happened by itself. You know, we have the movie Wizard of Oz, and we have Hocus Pocus, 2 really big Halloween movies. And
Yeah.
I think that we can attribute the interest.
And
to
of
those.
course, a lot of people like horror movies and a lot of,
Oh, yeah,
you know, guts
Well, we
and
get
gore
a
and
few.
everything.
We get a few of those, but the girls. I mean, we had some fabulous costumes last year. I cannot tell you, but the decorations are going to be magnificent.
I can imagine.
The team is working so hard. Desi Ahmed has put the decor together, and Eja and I have purchased some more things to make it look spooky. We'll have a smoke machine, so it is,
I must say it will be
haunted.
very, very, very haunted house.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I'm sure Vinegar will
Decoration
never be
is
so
amazing.
haunted in its life. But it sounds really good. And I would like to say that if people don't know where Villa Diva is, can you please give us an easy direction, or at least somewhere where we can ask directions later on?
Okay, we are between.
And Çatalköy,
Yes,
actually. May I?
Asil Nadir's wall and Vezirolu's house. That's all I know. People say.
Okay.
Okay, you have a number that we're going to give out later on, maybe in a few minutes' time at the end of the interview. But I'm sure maybe you have to have a few signs, like Halloweeny signs,
promise.
saying, you know, party this
And
way.
balloons, absolutely,
Put
we
balloons
will.
on the side of the road,
Yes.
and then we'll find where
We
we'll
will.
find our way.
Don't worry.
So-
If Kiptek would just give us some lights, it would be wonderful because there are no lights all the way up Tepe Sokak.
So that's the name of your street, Tepe Sokak. Okay, so if you know Tepe Sokak in Çatalköy,
We're 18 Tepe Sokak.
right.
So no lights means the real spooky.
So, you know, we've got a great cause here. We're talking about Cyprus and clean Cyprus. We've got a great date, a great theme for the party. Are you ready? With only about a week left now,
No.
just over a week. You're not
No.
ready. Are you excited yet or not yet?
I'm always excited. Are you kidding? Ask this girl. The two of us, the energy we have, you know, we could build a house in a week. But real important that people start thinking now about why we're doing this, because you can do something, ladies and gentlemen, and children, before we make this push to help our country. You need to care about your property, clean around your property, clean around your business, put a garbage can outside, put one inside, so people don't have to say, oh, I have nowhere, and throw it on the ground. Think ahead, love your country. You know, a clean country is a healthy country and a healthy nation. As Ataturk said, what is it? A happy peace.
In the homeland.
Peace in the
world.
homeland, peace at home. So yes, and so we think the same way about cleanliness. And if our cancer rates keep going up, we're to blame, no one else.
No one else. And speaking of Ataturk and Turkey, the day 29th of October is also the anniversary of the establishment of the Republic of Turkey. So will you be singing the anthem? I know that you know the Turkish national anthem
I've
very
been
well.
singing it for 30 years. I don't know, if I have a request, I might, you never
Well, you
know.
know, maybe you should open up the party with, you know, and let's remember the significance of the day, because
That's very
it's also the, you know, it's a public holiday that day as well. So
It is.
it's a good day to have a party on. Eja, finally, you know, you have a great team with Demetra and the other ladies involved. As a local yourself, are you now more excited about these type of events? Are you encouraging your friends as well to join in?
Definitely. But unfortunately, the people usually, my friends, my acquaintances, usually with the same mentality. So I don't know who to affect, because do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Because you get friends with people that with a similar mindset. So everyone is excited. Everyone is trying to help, put some input to our party, what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
That's very good. That's very lovely.
Incredible. She has brought so many donations and sponsors. I'm absolutely thrilled. Something I couldn't have done in a million years, because my Turkish isn't as good, and we haven't been here more. 5 years is all we've been here, but she knows everyone. God bless her.
Thank you.
That's why it's good to have a team. Everyone does a little bit.
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
knows
everyone.
somebody.
Everyone.
Everyone
yeah.
has an assignment.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful, because then we all can work and build it together.
We want to say thank you to all the people who are sponsoring and people supporting this event. But you said get tickets before the event, and we have, again, you can add to this list if I've missed anybody out, but this is from your poster. We have Alison Irkzadeh, obviously Eja Sualp, Oya Kutsal, Figen Rasmussen, Sandra Kelly, or was that Kılıç? Kılıç, sorry.
Sandra
Hatice
Kılıç.
Kerimgil, Ren Banigan, Desi Baştaş, Mandana Bayramoğlu, Nevgi Ertan'ın, also Chris Elliott and Margaret Sheard from Cyprus Scene, and the lovely Demetra George. Anybody else that we can get tickets from? Do you know?
I think that's about it. I mean, if they'll just write us on Facebook, they can back message and we'll meet them with tickets.
I can give my email if you like. Yeah, we
Can
can
you please
announce.
give your
Yes,
email
sure.
for us?
That's my name and surname at gmail.com.
Sualp@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Okay. And is there a page on Facebook just for this, or there is?
Halloween happening.
So if you go onto Facebook and type in Halloween Happening, then you will find the page, and maybe you
Actually,
can.
it's Halloween happening 3.
3. Okay, number 3. This is the third time we're having this, third year in a row. And so, you know, you can maybe send a message, either find also Demetra's page or Ece's page on Facebook, send a message, and they can, you know, you can meet the people and get the tickets there.
Definitely.
And actually, we have just posted it also in Turkish.
In Turkish as well. So for all our Turkish-speaking friends.
Maybe you might like to repeat my email so that everyone can.
Please do one more time.
It's ecesualp@gmail.com. ECESUALP@gmail.com.
And I know that you're also, your child, Petty, goes to ESK. Can people find you there maybe, you know, if you're going to pick up Petty, they can maybe meet you at the school?
Yeah.
Anyone who knows?
I usually go to pick up time around 3:30. I'll be
Okay.
there.
So this week, you have one more week before next Saturday, you know, find Ece, give me tickets. You got tickets in your handbag probably?
Yes, I do.
We
Good,
both
good.
do.
You-
Sure.
Okay, and if you see
Yes.
Demetra, you know, just stop her in the street and get a ticket or two. Very, very important calls, very, very fun evening, and everyone's going to have a blast at the Halloween Happening 3. I want to say
And you'll be there.
I will be there with my son, fingers crossed, if I can bully him into going, because he is always very shy, but he promised me this year he would go.
We'll have a great time, and you're going to interview people and ask them
Well, maybe
what they
if
think
I get
about
the
it.
chance to see people, I'll get their opinions, but I will certainly report back for our radio programs here
Great.
at Bayrak. But I will be there, hopefully in the early evening with my son, and I wish you the best for your Halloween happening. Thank you, ladies, for coming in. Good luck, Ece.
Thank you for
As
inviting.
I said, send my love to Perry. And
Definitely,
I'm
I
sure
will.
she's
Thank you.
excited about performing again in front of the crowds on Saturday at the Halloween Happening. Again, thank you, Demetra, and to your husband, Mehmet, for opening your home. Again, it's not easy, you know,
No.
to open your
No.
home to the public and to your friends and family to
So
you know,
generous of
organise.
them.
I have a
It's not
great
easy.
husband.
Yes,
Because putting so much crowd in the house, I mean,
yes. I mean, you know, it's not everyone who would do this. Even
No.
if you have a big villa, you need, you know, it's thinking the day after, Sunday, what you're going to be doing Sunday morning.
Well,
or
whenever he says, oh, people, I go, you're a Fari Konsolos. It's okay. You can do it.
It's in your nature to be the host with the
is.
most. And of
I'm
course,
very proud of
you are
him.
the hostess with the mostess.
Thank you, dear.
And we look forward to catching up next week.
Thank you.
Thank you for caring about North Cyprus so much that, you know, you are organising these events. We care for you, and we send our love back to you as well. Happy Halloween from now.
Yes.
And we'll see everyone at the Happy Halloween.
Would you like to keep the hat for the party?
You know what? I don't know whether I'll be a Viking or not, but I'm going to end the show with this now.
Okay, let's end it together.
Let's
Put on
our
your
hats
mask.
on.
And
You
let's
put
put
your
this.
mask
Okay.
on now. We're going to say goodbye. We're going to say see you at Villa Diva on the 29th of October for Halloween Happening 3, where we'll be making sure that we have a clean Cyprus in the very near future.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat and happy Halloween. Until we meet again next week for another cup of conversation, take care and ho 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 ho. See you soon.